welcome back everyone to more Ballydung Wrestling's Gold Rush 2. I am the Rugged Rebel, and Canaron has left the announce booth, and I guess I was told to come back to the announce booth to call more matches. So this next matchup is for the Jewel Championship and also the women's and ladies titles, which are being, I guess, retired and unified into the Jewel Championship. But I guess whoever walks out of here tonight gets to hold those championships for the last time. So I guess Yonta and Trinity are going to be defending those belts, and possibly one of them could walk out with 3 belts, or Claire could walk out with 3 belts. You never know. I mean, any number of things can happen in this kind of a matchup. And I know I was just involved in officiating that Ultimate Surrender tag team title matchup, and some people might think my call was controversial, but you know what, Laura Lust, you put your hands on me. I could have disqualified you, but you know what that would have done? A disqualification, all that would have done would be benefiting Laura Lust and Kate Ho. Think about it. They get disqualified, they get to keep their titles. As here comes Yonta, and Yonta's a very lovely woman. I mean, I kind of remember, times with her before in the past, and she's a great singer and a great entertainer, and she's entertaining these fans here tonight, and she's actually had a lot of success here in Ballydung Wrestling and in other promotions. She's had her share of wins and her share of losses, and no matter what, whether she's winning or losing, she always comes out to entertain the fans. That's one thing that Yonta always does, is she always entertains the fans wherever she is, whether it's DUI or whether it's Ballydung Wrestling or wherever. Yonta's always entertaining the masses, and looks like she's doing the same here tonight. But tonight is quite an interesting night. I mean, this match could go quite a while, because I know that all 3 of these women, neither of them wants to have a loss in their record tonight, and especially with the opportunity to walk out with 3 championships and the belts are going to be unified. So after tonight, the ladies and women's titles that both Yonta and Trinity have are basically going to be non-existent. They won't be defended anymore, but I guess the winner can still hold on to those belts, as here comes Claire. And Claire is a very, very tough competitor to beat. She is a great Jewel champion. I think she is probably going to go down in the history books as a legend, as the fans, I think, are excited. And Claire always likes to keep the wellness program going here at Ballydung Wrestling, that's for sure, as she always tries to get the competitors to exercise with her, as she is a personal fitness trainer. And you can see with Claire, she's really fit and ready for this matchup, and I think she's going to whip this Jewel division a little bit into shape, show these women how it's done here in Ballydung Wrestling, as we await the final competitor, Trinity. And of course, Trinity and Yonta, part of the Hate City Rockers, led by Max Frost and the Hate City Rockers. They've had their share of ups and downs, and the momentum is certainly on the Hate City Rockers side, as they had a victory earlier in the night. And of course, Big Ben of the Hate City Rockers, he's got a match later on tonight for the Ballydung Championship. He won that over-the-top rope battle royal for an opportunity before Summerfest happened, and he decided to take his opportunity here tonight. So Big Ben and Britt will go at it, and Britt's already had a match earlier in the night as well, defending the tag team titles successfully. And there we see one of the belts that's going to be defended, but a triple title matchup, as Eve is showing off the belt. Eve has been named as the special guest referee, handpicked by Claire to officiate this matchup, and this match could go quite a while, as Eve calls for the bell, and now looks like Claire going right after Yonta, and she's setting Yonta up on the top rope, and Claire goes up to the top rope and sets it up, and it looks like she's going to go for a superplex all the way to the outside. That might have broken Yonta's back. Right in the beginning stage of this match, Claire goes for the big move. As Eve now helping Yonta back up to her feet. I guess she wants this match to end in the ring. As Trinity now goes to the outside and attacks Yonta. But remember, it's every woman for herself. Everyone for themselves in this match. No friends. And this kind of a matchup in triple threat rules, I don't think there are any countouts or disqualifications in triple threats. But that's kind of news to me. I don't remember that always being the case. But it looks like, oh, Yonta with a kick right to the gut of Claire. And it looks like Eve is taking down Trinity. Trinity down in the center of the ring as Eve is exiting the ring now, and Yonta taking it right to Claire. And these two have had somewhat of a storied rivalry as well. Claire and Yonta, and Claire wants to make sure, though, that all the women in Ballydung Wrestling know who the boss is. Claire is the general manager, and she actually is giving this opportunity that was presented to Yonta and Trinity is a huge opportunity at that. And Eve is now checking that Boston Crab there by Claire. Speaking of crabs, I wonder if any of the women in Ballydung Wrestling actually have crabs. Some of them might have. I know that ring rat rash could be a big thing that could spread any time in Ballydung Wrestling, but I don't know about crabs. But you know, crabs sound actually kind of tasty too, you know? Something to eat. Have you ever had, I don't know if any of the fans have ever had stuffed crab. Lobster is also kind of good. It's a little rich, but I don't think this is the time to talk about seafood here. Oh! And Yonta with a big move there to Claire. And now Claire is just getting double teamed by Yonta and Trinity here. And I don't think that's hardly fair, but there's nothing that the referee can do about it as Yonta, that tilt-a-whirl type maneuver there to Claire, and Claire trying to fight off this attack. But Claire's got to try to pull out any kind of move she can in her arsenal to try to win this matchup as she and Yonta double-teaming Trinity, and Trinity, I think her face might have hit those steel ring steps, and Claire's knee just hit the steel ring steps. Those steps are a hazard in this matchup for sure. And that can't feel too good on the knees of Claire, as now Claire is hooked in that Boston Crab maneuver. The camel clutch, I mean. But, the camel clutch, I mean, Claire perfects, I think, submission wrestling, and, a DDT there. I think the back of Claire's head hit those steel ring steps, and those steps, they need to get those stairs out of the ring, but now, looks like, Trinity is now going for a submission maneuver, but it was broken up at the last second. Claire not going to give up that easily, and I think it's very hard to get Claire to submit. I mean, it takes a long, long time to get Claire to submit, and believe me, I know. And of course, Claire and Destiny, I think, have to defend their dual tag team titles later on in the evening. But right now, Claire defending that dual championship and trying to do the, sidewalk slamming. I think Yonta's back hit those steel ring steps. And Claire has been so great as a dual champion. I don't know if there's anybody on the roster that can defeat her and keep her down. I mean, Claire has had her ups and downs, as everybody does in Ballydung Wrestling, but she's actually been able to hold on to that title for quite a while. And now a cover and a kick out there by Claire. Thought Yonta had the title won there, as now Trinity looks like she's trying to keep Claire out of this matchup, and Eve having a conversation, a little argument. And that moonsault there to the outside by Trinity to Claire. And Claire trying to, basically, it's almost like a handicap match for Claire. She's trying to fight off both of these competitors that seem to be working together, and now Eve admonishing Claire for something. I'm not quite sure what that was all about. As now Trinity sent into the barricade by Eve, and these competitors just going all out, doing whatever it takes. And a shot right to the back of the head with that belt by Eve. Eve better watch it, or she might find herself getting ejected from this matchup. I mean, the board of directors isn't going to take too much of that. They're not going to watch too much of a referee getting interfering. And Eve there was trying to look like she was going to go for a count, but she hesitated, didn't even try to go for the count. As now, Yonta takes down Claire, and Eve breaking up that pinfall attempt. Eve doesn't seem to be, and looks like Yonta's face being rubbed right into that title belt. Sent right down onto the mat. As now Trinity goes up top. And Eve broke up that attempt as Trinity goes up top, and right off the top rope, Claire is down. Claire could be out, but Yonta is too busy fighting with the official for the count to even be registered. Not that Claire wouldn't kick out of it anyway, but I mean, and wait a second, Claire setting up for that kick, right to the back of the head, as now Eve takes down Yonta, and now a cover, no! And too much time was wasted there. Too much time Eve took fighting off Yonta, and now a cover, 1, 2, no! And a kick and a break up there by Yonta, breaking up that pinfall attempt, as now Trinity is sent into the ropes, and looks like Claire and Yonta continue to go at it here as Claire now works on the arm of Yonta, as Eve helps up Yonta, and Trinity going right after Claire. So much action going on in this matchup, though it's hard to still keep track of everything that keeps going on. As that could break your neck right there, but Eve not able to count the pinfall there because of Yonta. And I wonder if that's going to cause maybe some dissension among these partners here, as Eve keeps getting attacked by Yonta every time that Trinity seems to have an upper hand in this matchup, as now Yonta now on the outside, and there's that whirlwind, that head scissors maneuver, and now Claire, you can see that she's showing the effects, the wear and tear from this matchup already. And Claire's been quite busy backstage too, with that wellness program, keeping the superstars all in line, or I guess we can't say superstars, but talent in line. And now a cover, 1, 2, no, and another kick out. Trinity there kicking out of that maneuver, as I thought maybe Claire had it won, as now Trinity with a cover, but Yonta and Eve still going at it. Yonta grabs the steel ring steps, and now Eve and Yonta were fighting over the steel steps, and right to the face. And Eve better start counting in this matchup, as wait a second, she's going in for the count, 1, no, and a kick out there. That gave plenty of time. Claire had plenty of time to rest up a little bit while her leg was hooked because of that fight between Yonta and Eve, but and a kick out. And I thought for sure that Eve was going to get ejected, because I thought the board of directors would probably come out because of those two fighting, but I guess the board is going to let this still slide here because those two belts are going to be retired. But imagine how crazy it would be if the Hate City Rockers were to get the Jewel Championship back amongst their ranks, and Claire's got to be in pain now. Her back could be broken as Trinity just continues this assault, and no, what the hell, Eve with that swinging neck breaker to Claire. She might have just broken Claire's neck, and Claire might be down and out of this match. As now, Yonta could choose to pin either of these competitors and try to win this thing, but I guess she wanted to go for the steel ring steps, and Trinity grabs those steps away, and now Claire getting a little bit of a breather there in the corner while she's letting Yonta and Trinity fight it out, and that's why Claire is such a great competitor. She's smart. She thinks of ideas to take out her opponents, and she actually, when she gets a chance to rest, she takes it. You can't take those opportunities for granted, as now looks like Claire is going for that takedown maneuver. And what's Claire going to do here? As Claire's got it set up, she's got Trinity set up in that maneuver, and that deadly submission maneuver, and oh, Trinity, Trinity tapped out. I think Trinity tapped out. Yonta, I think, tried to get in there to stop it, but Eve thought she thought she saw the tap out on the screen. And I guess, I guess we'll have to see if on the replay, maybe Trinity was tapping Claire on the butt there when she was in that maneuver, and that's pretty much all that you can do in that kind of maneuver. When Claire hooks you between her legs, when she hooks a head between her legs, she does not let go. And I think Trinity ended up kind of on the short end there, getting stuck in that maneuver. And yes, there it is, a slight tap, and Yonta can't believe it, but nonetheless, Claire's going to walk out of here with those 3 championships, and congratulations to Claire on pulling off an amazing victory. But Trinity and Yonta could have fought each other, but I guess with the complaint by Yonta, it turned into a triple threat, because the board of directors decided to make that happen, and also ADJ and Riddler in the commissioner's office. But congratulations to Claire on retaining and walking out with more gold than she came in with. Congratulations to Claire, and this is a huge victory for sure in the Jewel division.